Attention today in PA listeners. Don't miss the President's Day window special at Renewal by Anderson of Central PA. Buy one window or door, get one window or door at 40% off and take an additional $200 off your project. Plus $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 year. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. For more information or to schedule your free window and door diagnosis, go to rbacentralpadeals.com. That's rbacentralpadeals.com. A new state policy is complicating an annual historical reenactment. Meanwhile, a military plane had to make an emergency landing. Students have developed a self-driving Zamboni. Plus, there's a lot of prediction disparity in the groundhog community. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Last month, the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission announced new guidelines that will get rid of force-on-force historical reenactments at its sites, reports Pittsburgh's Action News 4. Or, as stated by the commission, any, quote, battle reenactments of physical conflict that involve exchanges of weapons fire, the taking of casualties, hand-to-hand combat, or any other form of simulated warfare or violence between opposing forces. The commission explained that these types of reenactments are a safety risk to both participants and audiences and may potentially damage any historical resources that are used. This policy, which goes into effect May 1st, is unsurprisingly proving to be a bit of a fly in the ointment for the Bushy Run Battlefield Heritage Society. Their annual reenactment of the Battle of Bushy Run is one of their biggest fundraisers, with about 1,500 people showing up last year. Says Heritage Society President Bonnie Ramus, quote, "This is the 260th anniversary and we had big plans. Now we'll have to change them." A Pennsylvania Air National Guard military plane had to make an emergency landing at Harrisburg International Airport yesterday afternoon, reports Fox 43 News. The National Guard explained how the plane had been making a routine training flight when the 6 people on board noticed fumes in the cockpit. The plane managed to land safely, and it was confirmed that no one was hurt. A group of Carnegie Mellon students would like to introduce to you AI on Ice, states the Tribune Review. 5 graduate students are currently working on building an AI-powered, self-driving Zamboni, which actually has already gotten some ice time at the UMPC Lemieux Sports Complex, the Penguins training facility. The idea is to have one Zamboni, quote-unquote, electronically tethered to another to mimic its speed and direction. Should anything go awry, the safety driver on board would take over. Senior Director of Partnership Sales with the Penguins, Luke Mohammed, explains this autonomous Zamboni isn't meant to replace drivers, but to help with the operation's overall efficiency. Plus, debuting the first self-driving Zamboni the world has ever seen is a great way to show off local innovation. Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow yesterday, meaning we have 6 more weeks of winter to go, says PennLive. But there seems to be a bit of a prediction disparity in the groundhog community. The Writing Eagle reports how Harleysville Hank, for one, forecasted an early spring. Same goes for York County's Dover Doug, Poor Richard, who also predicted an Eagles Super Bowl win, and Susquehanna Sherman, who apparently said via email, quote, "As I awoke and turned around, my shadow was not upon the ground." But these contradictions to Phil aren't all too surprising. PennLive points out how the National Centers for Environmental Information stated Phil has only been right about 40% of the time over the past decade. Happy Friday! To keep in the know this weekend, mosey on over to PennLive.com. Also, please remember to rate this podcast on Apple or Amazon and to share it around in any way you can. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for sticking with us. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll see you Monday for another week of Today in PA. Attention Today in PA listeners. Don't miss the President's Day window special at Renewal by Anderson of Central PA. Buy one window or door, get one window or door at 40% off and take an additional $200 off your project. Plus $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 year. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. For more information or to schedule your free window and door diagnosis, go to rbacentralpadeals.com. That's rbacentralpadeals.com.